All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the PodBrother. I am with Natalie Denise. How do you say your last name?
Sperl. It's German.
It's German. That's very.
Sprachen Sie Deutsch.
That's very sexy. You just made my nipples hard.
Oh, really? Hey, I do that.
Damn.
That makes two of us.
Oh man.
Hi.
I am so glad that you could be here with us because you are, first of all, you're stunning and sexy, and I like stunning, sexy people on the PodBrother show.
People hate that stunning and sexy stuff.
They just see it and they just run. So tell me, you are doing a lot of things. You got some modeling going. You got a band that you're jamming with.
Yeah, it's annoying. I'm just everywhere. I just won't go away.
You're like a wooden nickel. Just keep popping up everywhere doing your thing, girl. That's what I like about you. You just like a Rolling Stone.
I'm a Rolling Stone. That's the
Look
shirt.
at you. You wearing your Rolling Stone shirt.
Yeah.
Did you see the Rolling Stones out in the desert when they were here?
I didn't. No, I wish I was there.
I was there for that.
With Dylan?
Yeah, with Dylan and The Who and Paul McCartney, and I was there for both weeks.
Are you serious?
Back to back. Yes.
Jealous.
All 4 days. 8 days, actually.
And you came out alive.
Came out alive.
Was it just about like a bunch of people and like walkers and canes? I mean, I feel like
there were quite a few, but there was a lot of people that was long in the tooth.
Yeah. Well, they're still rocking. That's what counts.
They were still, but I was one of the ushers, which is how I was able to see the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's nothing funnier than breaking up 2 75-year-old dudes who are like fighting over
doing
like
guitar solos and air guitar
some
solos.
stupid little thing in the stands, and you just be like, look, both y'all old ass dudes need to sit down.
Break it up, Grandpa. Break it up.
Because it's like, it's like, I'm going to stab you with my EpiPen. It's like, I'm going to club you with my cane.
Hey,
I'm like, these dudes, man.
Crazy times.
This is hysterical.
Yeah.
I got to write this shit down.
Yeah. You probably saw some things.
I saw some things.
If the sand could talk.
If the sand could talk. And it was like some ladies, too, that was like keeping it together. That like when they were younger, they had it going on because they still had like it going on a little bit.
They had the eyebrows penciled in.
Yeah, the eyebrows penciled in. They had like the funky, cool little sexy tight jeans going with the boots.
Yeah.
And the little, crop cut.
They're still working it. Yeah, they're still doing
jacket
it.
with the little, I was like, go ahead on, Grandma. I was like, dang, you got it going. I was like, I think I might want to step up to you and put some PodBrother rap on you because you got Grandma. I'm just saying, Grandma look good. That's all I'm saying. Grandma look
sure. TMI.
So, where do we start? I know you have your cat in the car, and we got to be kind of quick. I have my cat in the
car.
But it's nothing inhumane because it's night and it's cool and it's comfy. Your cat's probably out there chilling, smoking a cigarette.
He's like sleeping.
He's probably out there talking to some honeys.
He's scheduling my day tomorrow. He's like, okay, should we do 2:00 with the meeting or like? He's my manager.
He's your manager. Okay.
Look, you got to put him to work. Okay, you can't just have him laying around there just sleeping all day.
You got to put him to work. So let's start with your music because I think that's what is like your number one thing that you're pushing, right? Is it the acting or the branding?
I love the band. I love my band. It's just
and what's the name of your band? We got your band kind of queued up here. Let me see what we got
It's
here.
called Kill My Coquette. Coquette is French for flirt.
Awesome.
Coquette. Yeah, so Kill My Coquette. And I started it a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked up a guitar from the Guitar Center. I got like a shitty little amp. I came home, I put on some YouTube videos, taught myself how to play.
Nice. That's what I'm doing with my bass guitar. Like I'm learning how to play.
It's so fun. And like I was a total nerd for like the whole summer, that whole year while I was sitting there at home learning this guitar from my same guy on YouTube. And I'm like, this is so funny. Like it's a whole world of like guitar, music geeks on there.
And
it goes just it goes.
It's
crazy.
infinite.
It's infinite.
It's infinite.
It's infinite.
I mean,
and there's not a lot of girls, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Move over, boy.
Now, did you already have some ideas for some songs before you even started?
No,
or did they kind of come after you learned?
They came when I started to learn the instrument. I mean, I'm an actor first, and I've always written a lot of scripts as well on the side, and getting my own projects made and directing my own projects. So I've always been a writer, and I've been a voracious reader. So it kind of made sense to try to write, a song. Like, can I write a song? I don't know. I'm a big music fan. My first concert was, Bob Dylan. I've got it in my family. There's musicians, so I'm like, I want to really give this a go. I want to try this.
Nice.
And I was at a Social D concert, and I was like, the hair was standing up in the back of my neck, and I'm like, this crowd is like hanging on every word. It's like, it's so good. That's what you want to do in acting. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But if you're doing film, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they're...
You don't see that immediate feedback.
They could be cleaning the house, having sex. Like, what are they doing? Like, I don't even know. Watering the garden, and you're just sort of on the... You don't know if it's, like, working, So... Music, it's immediate. It's immediate. Right away. It's
yeah.
Like,
well, that's what I love about stand-up. Because when I do my stand-up, it's immediate.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, okay,
right then and there.
Or that was good.
They either laugh or they don't, and the truth is there.
I admire you as a stand-up because I tried it. I did like the Judy, what was her name? Judy
Tenuta?
Yeah. No, wait, Judy. Someone else.
Oh, Judy Carter?
Yeah, the Judy Carter, school of comedy.
Sure.
Love her, so funny.
Yeah.
But I was a total nerd and signed up for a class and did this thing. But we got to do a showcase at the Improv, which was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm on the fucking Improv stage. Like, how do they do this? It's like, yeah, the modeling jokes didn't really go over well because they're kind of unrelatable. But that's not the point. Don't you hate about modeling when? It's like, and they're like, no, we don't know what you're talking about. But I tried it. That was the most important thing, that I tried it. So.
Yeah. And that experience probably helps you with a lot of other things, your music and your acting and your directing and your writing.
Yeah, that's the most terrifying. I think that's the real rock star is a stand-up comic because that takes the most balls. If you can do that, you can do anything.
Yeah. It's
except
it's
maybe
tough.
Be a manicurist or whatever.
Yeah, that's
you have to have tiny hands.
Well, that counts me out because I got some big ass hands, baby. You know what they say about a brother with big hands, right?
No, what do they say?
Big gloves.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, so it's the band's fun. Yeah.
Do you have so let's see if we can let me just...
Where's the makeup? Jesus.
Makeup.
That's what I look
Where's
like?
makeup? I got such a high budget...
My cat. Makeup.
I got such a high budget profile here on my... All right, so let's hit play and...
so this is this is like a little mock video, as sort of an intro to my channel, getting you to kind of subscribe. And so the premise of the whole channel, at this point, it's just mostly videos of my acting reels. But this Thursday, it's going to be the first episode of my new series, which is, me being me and the shenanigans and the hijinks of Natalie and where she goes and various random, debauchery. So the first episode will be this Thursday. So this is kind of, and what I do is I do characters, I do different voices and accents and all this stuff, and just get my cat drunk. I just do whatever,
That sounds like a lot of fun.
So this is the first. Should I hit the play?
Yeah, hit the play, and we'll see what we got. So you wrote this. You came up with the concept of it. You're kind of the creator.
Yeah.
And are you hoping this gets picked up with a Netflix or a Hulu, or is you want to make this a big thing on YouTube? What's the end game for this?
To get either on Saturday Night Live, to be Charlize Theron, to get to be the femme fatale, to get to be the badass, get to be the comic, whatever, it's like a sitcom, my own show, it's all content.
Okay, did that start?
It's all content, just for promotion and,
So this is kind of this is a tool to promote all of your talents.
I think so, yeah. At this
in
point,
front of the camera and behind the camera, as well, because
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I want to be a performer, but I feel like that's not enough today. Like you better be writing your own studio. You gotta write your own material. You gotta direct it. You gotta act it. Produce it, pay for it, fund it. And then get publicity for it. Et cetera, et cetera. So
we're going to talk over it because it's not like buffering and the sound is not coming in, but we can still see it, as you can see. So you do where are you originally from, by the way?
I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Oh, geez, don't you know? We'll have some coffee and bears. Yeah. Get it over with. I know, it's funny. I know, I'm gonna laugh.
I love the Minnesota accent. I actually dated a girl from Duluth.
What happened to her? Let's get her here. Where is she? Oh, she's right here.
And like her accent, like I really got a big kick out of her accent. It was just like.
And be honest. Did you really think it's sexy? Be honest.
I did. I thought it was cool.
Really?
Yeah, but this was like, back in the day. This is like spring break. You meet somebody, you go on spring break.
Oh, anything sexy on spring break.
You meet like some hot chick from Minnesota on spring break, and just kind of like,
you're on spring motherfucking break.
Don't you know?
Oh wait, can I swear? Am I sorry? Okay.
Yeah, you can swear. Okay. This is a adult podcast.
Okay.
You gotta have a note from your moms to watch this podcast.
No shame in your game.
No shame, baby. Okay. We's adults up in this one.
We's adults.
Yeah, it was cool, and she actually played basketball for her school, and I played basketball for my school, and we found a park and we played a little one-on-one, and then that led to some.
You were a little b-ball buddy.
One-on-one. And
spring break romance.
We were pen pals for a while, and it kind of slowly faded as those things do. But it was cool, little, spring break, little 3-month thing that was kind of hot.
Yeah. Midwest girls, yeah.
So you do voices, you do accents, you do like what's your range? Like, what do? You get like
do like this kind of Russian accent, I was going to audition for this part in the show. It's called How Your Mother Meets You. How You Meet Your Mothers. How do you met your mother yet? How I met my mothers. Okay, so I go to this audition, but I was like, well, you probably want an American girl to do Russian accent, not real Russian girl like me. So I'm like, I'm not going to get part. But I go anyway and blah, blah, blah. And I get part. So, anything's possible. In this country, you can do anything. And even be first lady.
You're hired. You're on. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think, I reached out to you to be in my film in 48.
Oops.
Oh,
studio's falling over.
But I think you were busy, or you were out of town, or you were doing something. I don't know. But
what did you say? I was cracked out?
No, you were out of town, I think, or you were busy.
It's funny, my mind goes there. I think you were busy or cracked out. I was like, oh yeah, and I was actually going along with you, like agreeing. Oh yeah, it sounds something I do with. Wait, what?
Wait a minute, hold up. Did you say I was?
What film was this now? Because now I want to.
It was a 48-hour film challenge, and I wrote the script and directed it and shot it in 48 hours. And Inger was supposed to be in it as well, but she was also out of commission. I think. She got hired to do like some catering job or whatever the same weekend, so she wasn't able to do it. And I think
I didn't know you reached out to me. You never reached out to me.
Yeah, I reached out to you. I didn't have your number. I reached out to you through Inger.
She didn't tell me about it.
No, she didn't? Okay. Well, anyway, we shot it. We had so much fun. Basically, I'll show it to you like when we're all done here. It's like only 8 minutes. But it's about this down and out agent who can get nothing right, because we drew dark comedy.
Yeah.
And you have all these different elements that you have to put in the film, because you got to prove that you did it in 48 hours. And the whole story is about this guy. It's just like nothing is going right for him.
But you have to write it.
You have to write it.
Okay,
yeah. Go.
Okay.
And so I put my cast together and I put my crew together, and we shot it at my house. And It was really a cute, funny little film. And when we screened it, it was like packed house, LA Live, Regal Cinema Theaters.
Nice.
And, people laughed at the right spots. So it was really kind of affirmation that, okay, I can write some stuff that actually works from, comedic concept to big screen.
Well, I feel like, and that's great. I want to see that. Send me the link for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like the new stand-up is on YouTube. Like, I feel like that's another way to do it instead of schlepping out to the clubs physically and trying to, get your guests so that you get more minutes on the, it's like, well, I could take that same material and try to make it into a little mini show.
Well, I have a green screen. So we can shoot you in front of a green screen in front of a brick wall that has your comedy logo on
in
it.
Russia. Then I'm like, you're in Minnesota, it's cold here. And it's like, hello from London, how are you doing? And it's like, we can do all these like...
And I can pipe in a laugh track. And it's like totally like it looks cool and sounds cool. And people don't even know that that's like green screen.
Hello from Liverpool. Oh my God, I want to do this.
We totally should do that.
Hi, I'm Tammy and I'm down by the floods of, I'm drowning here,
I'm covering, but they didn't give me a damn raft, them bastards.
Trump, you damn bastard.
Oh man, you're killing me, Smalls.
I love this green screen idea.
Yeah, no, we should do it. You would totally be like totally into it. Yeah, it's really fun. I have a lot of fun with that stuff.
And we could get my hairless cat involved as well.
We could. We totally could.
Flying through like space cat.
Space cat. Yeah. Cool cat from the hood.
Cool cat from the hood.
He could be like, kind of like.
He could be Brillo Cream cat.
Brillo Cream alter ego.
Don't do it. Yeah,
he could be that. He could be asked the cat for advice.
Do it. Do it again and again. No, don't.
It's like ask the cat. It could be like the thing like
ask the cat. And I'll just be in a bikini for whatever reason.
I'm in. To put Natalie in a bikini for any reason, count me in, because I know. You done made my nipples hard again. Slow down, girl.
We're gonna take a commercial break.
So, where can we find you on the web? Give me a rundown like all of your social medias.
So the Sperly Girl channel is my YouTube channel. So Sperly Girl, SPERLIE, Girl channel is the main sort of hub for all my acting content, for the new show that's coming starting this Thursday, and then there's a band link on there as well. And the band is Kill My Coquette. We also have a YouTube channel, Kill My Coquette, on YouTube.
Sweet.
And Instagram, Kill My Coquette, Facebook, Natalie Denise Sperl. I'm working on a new album right now, actually, with Tony Valentino of the Standells, who wrote that song, Dirty Water. And I love that dirty water. Boston, you're my home. Right? He wrote that.
Yep.
So he's producing and collaborating with me on the new album. I'll be going over there this week, tomorrow, actually.
Sweet.
So, so it's cool.
So when you launch that, you have to come back and we'll push that. We'll talk about it. We'll promote it.
For sure. I'm currently kind
of
working on that now and just, launching the YouTube series on Thursday. And it's a sort of, big cornucopia smorgasbord of Natalie's, meanderings and her, her hijinks around the city and whatever. And
nice.
I'm kind of going to let the audience sort of decide, what sort of to do next and this and that. So.
Now, are you tackling or are you doing anything with regards to like a feature script, the screenplay? Are you doing?
I'm writing a feature right now for myself to hopefully star in, like an indie kind of thing, and then get some great male co-stars with names and stuff like that. Sort of support me, which would be great. Indie film I'm working on. So
you got a part for like a no-name PodBrother?
What you gonna do for it?
Whatever you want me to do, baby.
We'll talk. But I do have a film coming out that I'm acting in. It's called Bardo Blues, BARDO Blues. It's an independent film. It was accepted at the so many festivals, and I can't even think of them right now. Bardo Blues.
Well, they can look that up, and they can kind of follow you on that.
Yes, and that will be coming out hopefully soon.
Is your IMDb under your name, or
yes,
do you have
Natalie Denise Sperl is the IMDb, and it will all be under that.
Okay, so we can go there to see like what stuff that you've been in.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot. I've been on 2.5 Men, How I Met Your Mother, CSI Miami, NCIS. I starred in a kind of a cult film every Halloween. It's called Succubus Hellbent, and I play the succubus. I'm like the vampire that kills everybody. Like after I have my way with them, which is
nice.
Kind of like life imitating art. Wait,
I want you to cast me in that film. I want you to have your way with me, the PodBrother.
So yeah, lots of stuff.
I am actually writing 2 comedy films. One's a comedy romance, and one's a comedy action film. And I've pitched the treatment and the synopsis, and everyone loves it. And they're like, "Okay, you have to write this film." And I even got some studio executives that are like, "Okay, I want like first eyeballs on the first draft."
Are you going to direct too?
No, I think I'm going to have somebody like a known name director. I want to get like a really good comedy named director attached to it so that the film will have some legs and some future. But it's funny.
Like a Judd Apatow?
Like a Judd Apatow or like a John Favre or somebody like with a name, somebody up there. Because if you have like a really rock solid director or somebody that the studio is real, they don't have to be like a big name, but if the studio's really buzzing around them and think they're the next thing since running water, like get it to that guy.
Yeah, it can happen quick. Yeah,
then
it's like everybody's over there.
And
look over there, where? No, over here.
Who I would really love to get to direct it is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's a friend of mine, and he used he's like this no-name comic who's done nothing funny in his life. He used to open for me like back in the day, and when I owned my comedy club in New York, he used to come down and work out for his Comedy Central special stuff was all there. I have a lot of that on tape.
Oh my God.
No one's ever seen it before. I'm going to put it in my documentary film. But I would love to get like him to direct it.
Ooh, yes.
And then star in it as well. So, that's my wish list.
Chappelle, if you're listening,
I'm 1 degree separate.
We're going to do this. Put in a white girl in there somewhere.
I totally would have a part for you in there.
I totally would take it.
Yeah, I totally would. And let's see, what else did I want to? Oh, that's what I got. These cards here.
Look, I'm so sweaty. Why am I so sweaty?
No, it's just a shitty monitor. You look good. So the name of my podcast is The Penalty Game. And it's a game I came up with because I had a prissy girlfriend who wasn't into sports. So I came up with this idea to get her to watch sports games with me. And I called it The Penalty Game. And you're going to play this with me at some point. But here's how it works. In order to get her to watch the game with me, I had to convince her that I would do stuff for her. So, for example, I had her, we sit down and watch football. She would pick a team. Yeah. Based on the color of the uniform, because she doesn't know the game. And then anything good that happened with that team, I had to draw a card from her stack. Anything that good that happened from my team, she had to draw a card from my stack. And I told her to write whatever she wanted me to do for her on her cards, and then I would write what I wanted her to do for me on my cards. So, for example, if her team scored a touchdown, I had to draw a card, whatever's on that card, give you a foot massage. Then I'd have to give her a foot
for me, right?
Yes. And she loved it. She had no idea what was going on with the game. She had no idea what any of the penalties meant or the score meant or the rules or none of that. All she knows is like whenever her team did something good, I had to draw a card and then do whatever she wanted me to do. She couldn't wait to watch the next game to play this game. And eventually she started actually getting into the actual game. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is we're going to pretend you and I are playing the game. Okay. And you are going to write on 3 of these cards what you want me to do for you if your team does something good. So if your team gets an interception, I have to draw a card, I have to do that thing. Now, my 2 guests that was on earlier, I had them do the cards. Yep. And here's what they wrote. One of them wrote, walk my dog, do my roots, pay my bills, make out. I like that one. Cuddle.
Okay.
Because, a lot of guys don't cuddle, and it's like, okay, you got to cuddle with me now.
Okay.
And massage. Now, because this game has several different ratings, it's a G-rated version where the grandma can play with the grandkids. There's an R-rated version where a couple who's been seeing each other a long time can get a little frisky and have a little fun. And then there's the X-rated version where you've been married for 20 years and you want to spice up your marriage or your relationship, and then you're doing like stuff in the bedroom. So
so there's 3 versions.
Yeah, there's 3 versions.
Oh, okay, got it.
There's the G-rated, the R-rated, and then there's the X-rated.
Okay.
I'm also going to make this a singles game. So we're going to fill that room with a bunch of singles, and you're going to have to draw your partner, and then as the game plays, you're going to write down what you want on your penalty cards that person has to do for you, and then vice versa. And it can't be a deferred thing like you would in a relationship.
Okay.
Like if we were in a relationship and one of the cards is wash my car, obviously you're not going to do that during the game.
Right.
The game's over next week or whatever. I got to wash your car.
Okay.
These are going to be all things that are going to be something that you can perform that night, and it could be humiliating, drop your pants, walk around, quack like a duck, or it could be drop and give me 20 push-ups, or give me a hug, or rub my shoulders.
So it has to be stuff you can do now.
It's got to be something that you can do now. Yes.
All the versions?
Well, for the single game. Once
so
we play
what are we doing right now? I'm sorry.
Right now, you are going to write on the cards.
G, R, and...
You're going to do G, R, and X.
X, okay, gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, I had a pen somewhere. I think there's a pen right on that table. Or do you have a pen?
I do. I'm going to get...
Okay, so you're going to write.
Okay.
All right, you're going to do...
3 versions.
Yep. Oh, and let me give you one more card. Hold on. So you can do 2 of each. Do 2 G-rated, 2 single dates, and then 2 X.
Okay, hold on. I got to think now. Oh, God.
Okay, so while you're thinking about that, I'm going to explain a little bit more about like how this works with all sports.
Okay.
So, for example, baseball, it could be strikeouts. So if my team strikes out your team, then I got to draw a card from your team strikes out my team.
Okay.
So we can pick different rules of the game. We don't have to do every single rule or every single penalty. It can be just one thing that happens.
Okay.
And then...
So, all right.
So if you guys at home have any ideas for what we can put on these penalty cards, by all means, you can text me, send them to me, and that would be something that we could add to the game, which would be awesome.
How come the G is so hard to think of? I'm like, I already know the accent, but I can't think of the G.
Get the G right. Well, it could be something simple, push-ups. It could be quack like a duck. It could be do Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation. It could be massage my scalp, or give me a foot massage. It could be anything, actually. I played this game with my girlfriend 30 years ago, and throughout the years I've been playing it with different people that I've been going out with, and it's been really, really a fun game, and it's a great thing to do when you're watching sports. And even if you are a sports aficionado, it's a good game to play because it's just adds more excitement to the game.
Do you have some like funny music now that you're playing? Like while I'm thinking?
Yeah, no, I could. I could be like.
I hear more like butterfly.
Yeah, I should. That's what I wanted to do. I was going to have you send me links to like your music, and I could play your music in the background while we're talking. But next time, we can do that next time. So for those of you who wants to know what's going on, we're here every Monday from 8 to 10 doing the Penalty Game podcast, and our guests are going to come on and they're going to play this game with me. But we're here every Monday, so come down and see us. We got pool, we got drinks, we got food, we got like beautiful, hot, sexy like guests who can come on. Funny comedians, actors, producers, directors. I got a couple of writers.
Ding, 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 ding.
She's done. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Hit the thing. Okay. So.
But I don't want to read them now, though.
What's that?
I don't want to read them now.
No, we don't have to read them now.
No?
Unless you want to.
No.
I wanted to read them now.
You do?
Yeah.
Wait. So that's the G. Okay. So it goes G, R, and X.
Okay. All right. So basically, you can fan them out like this if you want.
Ooh, you're so fancy.
Fancy. Okay. All right. So, what's your favorite football team? Minnesota Vikings. Yeah. Okay. Just pull that right out of my ass.
Vikings.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm a New York Giants. All right. So the New York Giants, the Vikings go to the middle of the field. The referee flips the coin. Vikings win the coin toss. So now, since the Vikings your team, you won the coin toss, I have to draw a card from your deck. So now this card is something that I have to do right here. So let's see what it is. Turn it right side up. All right. Buy me 3 shots of Jägermeister. I think I can handle that. All right, so I have to give her 3 shots of Jägermeister because her team, the Vikings, won the coin toss. All right, so now they decide to receive. Giants kicks the ball. Vikings receive it. He's running down the field. He's at the 10. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. He's at the 50, the 40. He goes all the way. He scores a touchdown. Holy shit, he scores a touchdown. Now I got to draw another card. Your team's on fire already. You ain't drawn one of my cards yet.
Burning up, don't you know? Don't mess with the Vikings. Okay, what's it gonna be?
You got to do that voice the whole time we play this game. All right, make out with the first person to your right. Oh man, let's see. I got to figure out this is the left, this is the right. Oh.
I meant camera right.
Oh, see? Wow, 2 shots of Jägermeister, and I got to make out with the...
Well, it's a natural progression.
That's awesome. So that's how this game is played. So now do you see how?
I see how it works.
You see how it works?
Yeah.
Is this fun? You think that could be a lot of fun?
It is fun.
I think so. So this is what. So I owe Natalie 3 Jägermeisters. So I'm not even on camera. I owe her 3 Jägermeisters, and I'll make out. Sorry, secret.
You can make out with my cat. Everyone does. It's a community cat.
You know, I saw on was it YouTube or Facebook? I saw this woman had a tattoo of a cat like over her vagina, and it was just like thousands of comments.
Oh my gosh!
It was hysterical.
Like resting or like?
No, it was the cat's face.
Like attacking?
No, it was a cat's face on her vagina. And I think it was a comedian. It was one of the comedians I work with.
Yeah, that's a pussy joke.
It was really, really I mean, there were like, must have been 1,000 comments. It was really, really funny.
Yeah.
Of course, being a comedian, I had to put my comment on. So.
Which was?
my comment was, what did I say? I said, don't blame me for what happens when I put catnip on my junk or something like that.
Catnip on my junk. That's like the name of a song. That's an album title. I don't know.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me for what happens when I put catnip on my junk. That's what I said.
That's good. That's a punk rock song, right?
That is a punk rock song. You should write that.
You should need it for your few chords. I'll get back to you on that. We're gonna be back with Catnip on My Junk.
You should
next week.
I want to see. 2, 3,
4.
I want to see a song by Natalie Denise. Catnip on my junk. And I want you to like.
It's gonna go viral.
I want you just like really just like. Like really rock it hard.
It's gonna totally catch on.
I can see it.
It's gonna.
I want to be the first to get the T-shirt.
Catnip on my junk. I'm telling you. This is the viral. It's finally gonna. Never mind the training, the classical Shakespearean. This is the stuff that's gonna make you famous. Catnip on my junk, girl. Oh, perfect. Right this way. Your table's right this way.
Right this way. Table for two. All right, love. Well, I know you have your cat in the car.
Yes,
I definitely want to tell you, Rock. You know what? Are you driving?
I am.
Okay, so I want to hook you up with your Jaegers when you're not driving. How about that?
With my what?
With your Jaegers, your 3 shots when you're not driving.
When I'm not driving.
Yes.
Yes. Well, next time I'll come back and we'll.
Next time you come back.
Catnip in my junk.
I'll pick you up.
Perfect.
And then I'll throw you down some Jaegers because I have to, because her team, the Vikings. I gotta make sure. The Vikings scored a touchdown, so I now have to. I have to give her 3 shots of Jaeger.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a bet. A bet is a bet is a bet.
A bet is a bet is a bet.
You don't go back on your words.
We don't do that. So we got all of your social media contacts.
Yeah,
and we
just
got
go
a chance
to the Sperly Girl channel.
Kind of see what you do a little bit. And I am so honored you came down to kick it with the PodBrother.
Thank you so much.
You're adorable. You're funny. You're talented, and you're hot. And I like that on my show.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm on coke, but thanks.
So when you come down, you're gonna be like, "What? I was doing what? I was on where?" Oh.
No, I'll keep it up for you, just for you.
All right, you'll keep it going.
Catnip on my junk.
Catnip on your junk.
We got a hit.
3 Jaegers, and you got to make out with the first person on your left. Oh, that happens to be me. Who knew? All right, this is the PodBrother. You're at Tom Bergin's. We will be back with more fun, more people, more hip, more sexy, hot rocker models that's going to rock new songs called Catnip on My Junk. And thanks a lot, you guys, for hanging out and for watching. Come down and see us every Monday, Tom Bergin's. And, we'll play the penalty game. And we're going to be here all the way through the Super Bowl. I want to have a big Super Bowl party here, and we'll all be playing the game, and it should be a lot of fun. And you can make your own cards, and you can do how you want to get down, G-rated, R-rated, or X-rated, depending on how you want to play. And if you can bring your own partner if you want to go the X-rated route. This is America. That's how we roll. All right, I'm the PodBrother. That's Denise. You know who you are. And next time you see me, rock me a big hug, because that's how I get down. All right. Thanks, guys.